Holy cow, I got so excited about gold and crude oil today. I forgot to go over the indices with you. So let's go over the indexes here. Great trade today on the Dow. When I was looking at everything today, looking over the scanner, all of the contracts from the indexes were on the scanner, all to the upside. But the Dow seemed to have the nicest upward trend and the strongest looking momentum on the high time frame. Let's take a look at it and see how well that trade worked out for us today. Let's go over. Here we are on the Dow, and this is the full contract. I'll show you what it looks like on the micro account as well. So, high time frame, 4-hour chart, strong momentum to the upside, strong trend on the middle chart. So, we are looking for a retest of the opening range breakout to the upside. Okay, so that tells us this is going to be a powerful trade. Let's go to the daily chart as well. Look at how the daily chart momentum is also facing up, and it was facing up at the time of the breakout as well. If you take a look, there's that vertical line. You see my vertical line there? It's right here, and how it lines up with the low time frame breakout. So when you're looking at the high time frame, guys, look at the daily chart, then drop down to the 4-hour chart and make sure that momentum is going in the same direction. If you want to make that part of your trade plan, it's very powerful. It's an odds enhancer. It gives you more of an edge. So the daily momentum and the 4-hour momentum are in the same direction. Now look at your 1-hour chart. The trend is up. We're going to have a great trading experience. We are going to trade the opening range breakout with so much confidence. Now that we have a system in place, we've developed a process by back testing our trade plan, examining the data, and then optimizing the trade plan. That's what you guys have to be doing. That's how I came up with momentum and trend and the 2-to-1 ratio. I'm not sure if all of you heard this, but 76%, guys, in my data from my back testing, 76% of the time it hits that 2-to-1. So you think you should take that 2-to-1 if you have only one contract? Yes, you should. If you're trading the micros, and I'm going to do more videos on the micros because a lot of you guys are trading micros. I still trade micros too at times when the risk is too big on the full contract. Absolutely. So I'll do more videos on micros, guys. But let's go over this. Daily and 4-hour momentum is facing up. 1-hour trend is up. Go to that 15-minute chart, or this is the 5-minute chart, gives you nice candles here so we can really examine this. Here's the opening range, and you really have to be Johnny on the spot with these entry points, guys. We get a nice breakout, break above, close above right here, and it pulls back and forms a drop base rally. The pullback, this pulled back originally basically just into the range. So maybe you were looking at this support level right here, and that is the previous week's open. I was definitely looking at that. Tom Jenkins loves the previous week open. He loves the previous day's open, previous week's open. Very powerful stuff to look at as a support level. It didn't pull back to that. What's coming? Another really nice break above, close above right here. And what does it do? We form that drop base rally. And this next candle, which is an inside candle to the leg out, comes down and hits the proximal line of your drop base rally. And look at this beautiful move. Why is this such a beautiful move? Because we used OTA Trading View tools to find the strongest moves of the day. with a highly visualized trading system. We're using core strategy. Everything you learned at Online Trading Academy, you're using that core strategy and you're turning it into a highly visualized trading system by using OTA Trading View tools. This is the stuff we love to talk about. So here's the setup right here. So this is a $340 risk on one full contract. And here is your 2-to-1. So you risked 340, you made that 680. If you just click onto the entry, you'll see right there 2-to-1. 76% of the time, guys. That's almost 80%. Almost 80% of the time, you're hitting that 2-to-1 entry when you have momentum and trend going in the same direction. High time frame momentum in the same direction as your middle time frame trend. Very specifically, the hourly trend. If you're scalping or if you're using smaller time frames, it's the same concept. Just use the same concept, but you'll have to backtest those time frames to really get super accurate readings. I don't think the data is going to be very much different. There you go. Let's pull up the micro account and let's see the same thing on the micro account. And we'll use the OTA risk manager and I'll show you how quickly it calculates how many contracts you should be using. Let me do that right now. Here is the micro DAO. And we basically have the very same picture here. Very same picture. Look at that. Look at how the micro actually gave you a better entry point. Look at this, guys. Look at how the micro came down and smacked that previous week's open. Boom, right there. So on the micro, you actually had the better move. Here's the breakout, break above, close above, that candle right there. So we're looking for the retest. Where does it retest to? Thank you, Tom Jenkins. And thank you, Taylor Frame, for teaching us the opening range breakout retest. But right there, guys, comes back right to the tick. You may or may not have gotten filled on that. I don't know, drop a comment in the Facebook page. Let me know. You think that would have entered? What is the low of this candle here? This is the previous week's open, 33442. The low of this candle, where is the low? Oh, there we go. The low of this candle, it did 33441 by one tick, guys. That is crazy. So the micro is the big winner. Let's grab the OTA Trading View tools. Let's say you're taking this right here. There is your drop base rally. This candle is the retest. Grab the OTA risk manager right here. Click onto that. And what it's going to do, it's going to bring up this line. Put your line close to where you want to enter. The first horizontal line is your proximal line right there. And then right here is where we're going to put our stop loss. And here is where you would put your account size. So again, for the, let's put 10 grand. Okay, let's just say $10,000 in there. 1%, $10,000. How many of these can we trade? 2 contracts. So I love how this puts everything on the chart for you like in a split second. Now I can jump onto NinjaTrader, plug in my numbers, and I'm done. It's all about speed. Information and speed are key to making money in the market. Let's take a look at our targets. 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 5-to-1. Now, we've got 2 contracts. So 2 contracts, you go over here or you'd go onto NinjaTrader and you would just buy 2 contracts, take this, drag it down to your stop loss. So 2 contracts right there, $74. Where's your 2-to-1? Right there. So right there is where you would take off 1 contract You get into this trade at 10:15 in the morning. You are out around 11 a.m. for one contract. It then goes, hits your 3-to-1 and all the way. What time is that? That is 3 o'clock, 5-to-1. So there you go. So it hit your 5-to-1. Why did it hit 5-to-1, guys? Why did it rip up to 5-to-1? Look at this. What did we learn from our back testing? High time frame momentum filter, pointing up, 1 hour trend, pointing up. That means our breakout should be to the upside. We should get a solid retest of some sort of formation within that range. So there you go. Your risk was $71 and you made $357 on that 5-to-1 ratio. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. The risk management on this now, once you hit 2-to-1, when you hit 2-to-1, you would take your stop loss and go just above break even. You'd go just above break even there. I'm going to use a red line because it's not going to let me do that. So here is your entry point. Just go a little bit above your entry point right there. When you hit 3-to-1 right here, now you take your stop loss and bring it to your first target, which is 2-to-1. And then what you would do is from here, you would follow this up peak by peak, right? Peak by peak, you're here, hits that 5-to-1 and you're out. Any questions about that? Leave me some comments in the Facebook group. If you want me to make a video on that, guys, if there's anything you want me to make a video on, let me know. Drop it in the Facebook group. I will make it the very next day. That is the risk management plan here. Hits your 2-to-1, take your stop loss, bring it just above break even. Then when you hit 3-to-1, now bring your stop loss to that 2-to-1 entry, which is your first target, and follow it up peak by peak until you hit that 5-to-1. And then as you can see, by then 3 o'clock, you're just going sideways now. And I don't know if you're going to manage this thing all day long. I don't know about you, but I got other things to do. That is the story on the Dow. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to make sure I got that video out to you. I will see you on Monday. If you have any questions, drop them into the Facebook group. I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.